Today, we are going to enter the world of web development, and I'm going to do a little bit of an introduction into that. Before we get too far into it, I want to share a couple things that should help you out just using Repl. Okay, so hopefully by now you've gone to repl.it and you've used the sign in with Google to be able to create yourself an account. Okay, that's very important. It will allow you to take some of my starter code and make a copy of it, whether you have an account or not. However, if you don't have an account, any changes that you make aren't going to be there anymore when you get back. So you need to make sure that you have an account and make sure that you're signed in. When you are signed in, you should be able to see your username right up there at the top. Okay. All right. Couple different things. This is our file explorer on the left. And this is our editor. This is where we're going to do our coding. And on the left, this is our preview. Okay. This piece down here is called the console. And if you have some errors, sometimes the errors will be, you'll get some little hints down there. Okay. All right. So those are our three big areas. You'll notice in the files, we can add new files here. And we can add new folders here, which eventually we'll end up doing. On this current example, I only have one file. The file's name is index.html. This .html piece, that's called a file extension. And different types of files, like if you did the snake program or you started that, you'll notice they had a .js file. That was a .javascript file. This is a .html file. HTML files are what web pages are made out of. Okay, a couple other hints. Right now in Repl, I have a couple different buttons at the top. The first button that you need to know about is this run button. That's what's going to take your code from the editor and display whatever you programmed in the little preview area. Okay, the run button will allow you to do that. The other thing that I want to show you is this invite button. This invite button you'll use that to send a link to me. Okay, that link will be used whether you're turning in a project or whether you are asking me to help you find an error or help you program something. I want you to use this invite link. That allows me to put comments directly into your code, giving you hints, or put comments in your code of ways that you can improve it and grade it, things like that. Okay, so it allows me to give you some feedback. So that's really important. If you want to share your code with somebody else, I would recommend using the share code. That'll allow you to share your work and kind of show off what you've been doing. All right. Let's see. Anything else? Well, right now I think that's it for Repl. There's this last button over here, which will allow you to see your website in a full screen mode rather than inside this little preview. So this is a full screen mode for your code. It's also really helpful that you can drag these bars to hide like the file explorer. If you click here over in the file explorer, it would close this menu down. Most of the time you're coding in the editor and you don't need to see the Files Explorer. So closing that left-hand side is helpful. And then adjusting the size of your editor window is pretty good. All right, last piece that I always want you to continually do is find this little auto format, and use that button to help you organize your code. It'll help fix tabbing and indenting, which will become very important for organizing the code that we're going to be doing. So auto format button, really helpful. I think that's it for Repl. I'm going to stop this video right there. I'll be back to talk to you about actual HTML coding and building websites in the next video.